think it is very, very worrying, because we haven't had in our recent history an example of a nationalist party from one part of the United Kingdom playing a part in the government of the whole of the United Kingdom, saying very frankly, I'll make Ed Miliband Prime Minister, I'll write the first budget, you can't have Trident submarines unless we're going to cut all these other aspects of defence, HS2 won't be built in the way that all the parties in the United Kingdom up to now have agreed. That's only in 24 hours, those three examples I've just given you. Now, I think calling that a chilling prospect or a frightening prospect, I think that is not an understatement. Not an overstatement, I'm afraid.
But the Labour won't sign up to any of those policy positions.
Well, they won't sign up to a coalition, but Labour have been asked, dozens of times, do you rule out having any form of arrangement with the SNP? And they won't answer the question. In the last 24 hours, Andy Burnham, Shadow Health Secretary, Angela Eagle, Shadow Leader of the House of Commons, saying, well, let's wait and see, and I'm sure we'll talk to everybody, and perhaps there are things we can do together. I think genuinely this is a very frightening prospect. The SNP, look, Nicola Sturgeon is a deeply plausible politician and speaks very clearly and all the rest of it, but she's only got one major aim in life, and that is to break up the United Kingdom. These separatists, they're not interested in making the Westminster Parliament stronger. I mean, ask yourself this question. Does Nicola Sturgeon, at the end of 5 years, want people to look back and go, oh, well, that was a good government in Westminster, the Westminster Parliament's working well for me? No, of course not. She wants to break up the Westminster Parliament and break up our country.
But that's just minority government. Labour have said nothing other than if the parliamentary arithmetic falls like that, they'd have to consider the views of all the minority parties. That's just how it would work.
They should do what I'm doing, which is to rule out any form of arrangement with the SNP.
Physically stop SNP MPs going through the division lobbies.
You can't physically stop them voting, but you can stop any form of conversation or agreement or understanding with them. Because there is no understanding you can reach with a group of people that want to break up your country.
Now, hang on though. When you were Conservative leader in 2007, you must have green-lighted Annabel Goldie supporting the SNP in a minority government in Holyrood.
But there's a world of difference, because of course in the Holyrood Parliament, that is a parliament that the SNP thinks ought to exist.
Did you give permission for that arrangement?
I talked to Annabel Goldie about all those things.
And you said, yes, we will support as Conservatives a minority SNP government.
No, there's a huge difference, because the Holyrood Parliament is something the SNP believe in. Right? The Westminster Parliament, they think, should be abolished. They think the United Kingdom shouldn't exist. So this is not a group of friendly people coming down to Westminster with some good ideas for how to run Britain. All they want to do is to create a set of circumstances where the breakup of our country becomes more likely.